Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward, from Games and Tea, playing some Dungeons and Dragons with my five wonderful, wonderful people and players here. We are quite late. We're quite late today, so I'm going to jump directly into. Well, I'm not going to jump directly into character announcements, but I'm just going to talk about announcements for typing. Thank you for the bits, Jeff. So yes, that is the thing. There are bits which you can use for supporting your channel. If you do that, that would be very helpful. So thank you if you do that. Many thanks in advance. You can also use your channel points to use a few sound things like that. Hello there, as well as also granting an insight check, rerolls, advantage, and inspiration to various players or me, please. That would be nice to give your GM something nice. You can also notice that you can see the miniatures that are dotted around the screen. Now, sometimes, occasionally, underneath me, have all been made in Heroforge. So many thanks to Heroforge for allowing us to be able to put these miniatures into the game and be able to be seen here. The music, which you can hear going on in the background, has been provided to us. I'm talking very quickly, but you'll have to bear with me today. Has been provided to us by Sirenscape, Tabletop Audio, Ian Grimm, FelsianStudios.com, Alexander Nakarada from Serpent Sound Studios. So many thanks to them for providing us with music that we can have playing in the background, which is also royalty free. So yay! Thank you for that. Other announcements. I'll be back tomorrow with something. Don't know what. Maybe some Cyberpunk. Maybe some Graveyard Keeper. Maybe probably both. To be honest, who knows? So I'll be back tomorrow with a live stream. Sunday I will be back on with more DnD, hopefully with a full team this week. That would be nice. Leavestring is still sticking out where they're mini. That is actually very true. So fingers crossed for that. So I'm going to dive straight into some character introductions. We have the guy who was giving us an applause for coming in today, and that is Jeff from the Twitch channel Alhandred. He plays the wonderful wizard known as Tyfari. Well, wonderful is an advisory term when it comes to Tyfari. Tyfari is a noble from the continent of Barandesh, of which the Empire of Bunabral resides. And they're basically they've kind of persuaded their compatriots from the Scarlet Guard to go and find out what the hell happened to him in all the past, and find some evidence for all that stuff that made him who he is, basically. Beside him, we would be joined by Sean, but unfortunately he's unable to join us today, playing Farrell, who is the most wonderful, naive, cuddly, learning about the world from his four compatriots of Farrell. Farrell is a Furbolg from a Furbolg fort in the gloaming forest of the Hegemony of Fall, and he's out there learning about the world. He's probably learning it from the wrong people, but he's learning about the world. Beside him, we have Illyria, who is played by Zelma. Illyria is a very fascinating character in the fact that they are a failing from an empire known as the Empire of Vork, a floating city continent empire of mind flayers, and they were a slave, but somehow managed to escape their life. How they escaped? Nobody really knows, but some memories happened to that. And Ilya is still also trying to find out more about their life, considering that they also lost their memories in some events that happened in this Empire of Vok. Below these three characters, we have Lydia, who plays Janai, a tiefling. I was going to say warlock, that's actually completely incorrect. A tiefling fighter from the Hegemony, with her own certainly checkered past to do with mages. No idea what all that's about, but eventually we'll find out about that. And last but not least, we have Neil from Immersion Diversion, playing Sykes, a what do you play? A ranger, an elf ranger. There we go. I'll get it right eventually. An elf ranger, now rogue, who has joined these five characters, and is also a very close friend of Farrell, and is also trying to find out what happened to his wife and children. He's on a search, he's on a quest to find out everything about them. The only lead he has is a note with a crow skeleton on it, which points him towards the country of Shassotin, which is, again, in the continent of Baranesh. So everybody seems to be in the right place right now. So I'm just going to do a very quick shout outs to the various people here. Alhendrin, where are you? There you go. Shout Alhendrin, and then shout at immersion, diversion. There we go. So a very quick shout out to all these lovely people. So go down there, give some love, give some follows, give some likes, and all that wonderful stuff, because that's what we like. That's what we like to do here. We like to spread the love and hugs and all that kind of wonderful warm stuff. So. Our five characters have finally made it to the continent of Barandesh, of which they are now in the city of Vityan, a trading city within the Empire of Bunal Bral. They have discovered what this city is like. Discovered it is extremely expensive. Even the beggars don't ask for coppers; they ask for silvers, and seem to be also in a trading monetary value like system. Upon alighting from their ship, the Flying Horse, they were greeted by a sight of a hugely busy dock with these large yellow sandstone walls behind the dock, and this very, very busy atmosphere. They met a character in the name of Ravi Singh, who was perpetually happy, and for some reason also giving everybody a headache from how perpetually happy and talkative he was. He also gave them a verbal story guide as to the city of Vityan and all the various different things that interest them. Our five characters also then journey towards the city itself, hidden deep within, behind these yellow sandstone walls, seeing it glitter from the distance and becoming more and more gaudy and bright as they approached. Eventually, our five heroes were deposited, as it were, by Ravi at the Carpet Maker's Tavern, where they had a discussion about what to do, where to go, and perhaps either find a less expensive place to sleep and reside within the city, or to leave entirely. But the first thing on the agenda was to at least find a map. And then they all decided to head to bed down to sleep, but being in a completely unknown city, took some watches. Illyria was the first on the watch, but there was nothing, and we ended up having quite a nice watch there. Janai was then second on the watch, and owing to a very, very poor stealth roll from a certain character who looked very similar to Tyfari, she heard the entrance of another character. And I believe that is where we're going to jump into the session today with you, Janai, attempting to try and grapple this person as they try to leave the room in which you were sleeping. So, to that end, I would like you to roll me a strength athletics check. And I had
forgotten I was doing that.
Yeah. I will share the map with you guys. And I would like you all to, well, Shania, I've placed you where you are likely to be. Illyria, it's Illyria, Sykes, and Farrell will take up the remaining beds. Illyria, you can also, wow, that's very nice. You can place yourself where you want to be, but this is going to be the setup for now. And let me go to something a little bit better in terms of music. Here we go. This will be better. There we are. So, a 20. Okay, let's see what happens with regards to him. This is not a surprise one. Well, it technically would be a surprise round. Oh, sorry, I need to let you unlock your tokens. There you go. This technically would be a surprise round, but unfortunately, you notice as you leap towards him, Janai, he seemed to be moving backwards in a very sort of attentive way, and as you leap towards him, he reacts very, very swiftly, and is going to use an acrobatics check to try and get out of that 20. Of which he does with a 24. You leap forward, Janai, to try and grapple him and stop him from moving. But he's able to just quickly dodge out of the way, and he is. And this is where I'm going to need you all to roll me an initiative roll, please.
I get advantage.
Yeah, with while I'm
Ooh, that's not great.
while I'm trying to grapple him, I'll shout out, "Guard, we've got company." And now I'm going to try and remember what my initiative.
Oh my god.
There it is. I'm rolling 14 today, apparently.
Okay. We'll just roll one for him. Yep. And then I'll just roll for Farrell. Okay, so the assailant, who Janai, you definitely recognise, is up first. So he is. What's he going to do? He will look at seeing you and recognizing your face from the dim light that is in this room. He will simply look at you. He'll simply look at you and say, "I want him. I want him," and that'll be him. And he is just going to. No, he's not going to do that. He's actually going to try and run. He'll use that. He is not using disengage, so you do get an opportunity attack against him if you wish.
Yep, we'll be taking that. Yes.
Go
You
for it.
can't opportunity grapple, can you?
No. Well,
Wait,
yes, you can.
wait, I can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can
Bloody
opportunity
sentinel.
grapple. Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting. Okay.
But you,
okay.
I'm also going
I'll
to say you can.
remember
You
what
can
I'm
also use. I'm also going to say you can use grapple as an
good.
opportunity attack if you wish.
All right. I'll just I'll lunge for him and grab him by the knees. I think.
Go for it. Roll your
See
attack.
what goes away.
Okay. Sorry. Are you specifically going to grapple? Or are you going to attack?
I wish to grapple, please.
Okay, then roll me a strength athletics.
How about a
25. Wow. Okay, let's see if he's going to slip out of this one. No, he doesn't. As he turns to run, you leap forward, grabbing him round the chest and holding him still. It's like, get off me! Fine, if that's what you want. He's going to try and what's he going to do? He hasn't got his rapier or daggers out. So he is going to try and get out of your grapple. So he's going to try and get out.
Punch you there. That will be a bad idea.
With another 17, fucking hell. Okay, it's going to be one of those games where the dice is not going to listen to me. No, he stays put. He stays in your arms. That is his turn. Farrell is... Farrell's going to be up there. So Farrell's a deep sleeper, so I'm going to roll a perception check for him to see if he actually he wakes up.
It's probably not going to be a high roll.
What's his passive perception?
He's not really perceptive. He's got like a
He's-
17.
Perceptive.
He's kind of a perceptive guy. So...
His is 17, I think. 'Cause this is a
He's
little more than
alright.
mine, so...
He's a
Oh yeah,
wisdom guy.
he wakes up. He absolutely wakes up. With a 24, he'll definitely wake up. So he immediately gets up, sees what's going on, and is going to what is he going to do? He is going to. Well, he doesn't actually know what's going on right now, so he's just going to simply stand up. Go off to bed, so that'll be half his movement, so it'll be another, what was it, 15, so 5, 10, yeah, 15, he'll go to about there, and we'll just simply yell across the room, "What's going on?" And he's going to hold a guiding bolt until somebody tells him to do something.
Is
That'll
it
be his
speaking
turn.
like a free action that you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do anytime?
Yeah, but as long as it's not a full conversation.
Alright, so I could theoretically respond with like 3 words or
Yeah,
6 words right about now.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll allow that.
Farrell's brother, not friendly! Come help!
That'll be his turn. Illyria, you are pretty close by, so I'm going to say that you do hear the yell from Janai. So you do wake up. However, you do arise from your trance. However, you are currently on the floor, so you are prone, as it were.
levitate. I could definitely levitate.
What do you want to do?
Oh. But then again, I guess I guess Illyria would assist, Janae with the grapple.
Okay. What do you want to do? Tell me.
She'll move right there and would assist, trying to bring him down to the floor.
You trying to take him down to the floor?
Or well, assist, with the grapple.
Okay.
I think he'd be holding his action.
You
for
would-
when he would hold an assist for when Janae.
Yeah, you're holding you're holding your action to assist Shanae with what she's trying to do.
Yes.
Cool. That's absolutely fine. Shanae, you are up next. So you have got Tyfari's brother held fast within your very firm grip. What would you like to do?
I think I'm not going to harm him because I just want to hear his side of the story. Because why the hell would anyone want Tyfari that badly, you know? So I'm going to try and drag him over further into the room and close the door.
Okay.
So I'll just make a couple of shushing noises and then try and drag him.
He's going to try and resist that. So roll me an athletics check to drag him into the room.
Sure.
And then you have advantage because Illyria's helping you.
Yep, Illyria's helping you with that, so you do have advantage in this.
Hey, I did something good.
Sorry, athletics you said?
Pop-Tart.
Yes, an athletics
Brain's a
check.
little slower tonight, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. 20.
that'll be.
Very nice. He is obviously going to try and resist that, so this will be an acrobatics to try and get out of your grip.
Oh,
Fuck's sake. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so you can feel him struggling and trying to move in various different ways to get underneath your grip to try and push your arms off his chest, but you're just holding firm. Yeah. So where would you like to drag him to?
I think is this like a cabinet sort of thing over here?
On the right?
bottom?
Yeah. It's a full sort of chest of drawers.
Yeah,
it,
sure.
it comes up to about your chest height.
I'll sit him over there.
Okay, you'll just drag him over there.
Sort
So
of
Lyra, you'll
shove
go
him
with.
against the wall somewhere.
Sure.
Onto that
Shove
chest.
him there. Sure.
And let me see. Where's my inventory? I thought I had something to tie him up with, just to get out already. Yeah, I'll just grab like my 10 feet of hempen rope. Oh no, I've got more. I've got a lot of feet of hempen rope. That I'll just sort of get out with one hand as I sort of I'm only using one hand on this. I'm just sort of shoving him towards the corner, like quiet.
Okay, that's your turn. We'll see. Just roll me a persuasion check. See if you do anything with that.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Just a quick persuasion, yeah.
Where is that? Persuasion.
Ah!
Wow. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens on his turn. Tyfari, you are
Maybe
pretty
he's
close.
really into being manhandled.
He might be really. He might be. Yeah. Who knows? Tyfari, I'm going to have you please roll me a perception check, but with advantage because Janai has yelled out and there's a lot of scrapping and scuffling going on very, very nearby to your bed.
Yep. That is a natural 20.
That's yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you wake up, you hear everything, and so you wake up and you look over to your left, and it's a bit difficult to see, but with some of the dim light coming through the windows, you can just about make out Janai and Illyria are currently manhandling this figure who you kind of can just about make out looks vaguely familiar. You can't really see them very well because, unfortunately, you do not have dark vision.
That is true. Well, I slowly wake up, and the first thing I will call out to the shadowy figure is gonna be, "Hello, little drummer boy. Who is there?"
You're weird. You're weird.
Oh, I've missed you, Jeff. I've missed you, Jeff, in this group. I've missed you, Jeff. Oh, that's wonderful.
I missed it too.
All right, and is that going to be your turn?
Will that take up my action?
No. For that small comment, no.
Okay. Do I get any response?
For the moment, no.
All right. Well, I did hear Janae call out he was dangerous, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I'll cast Hold
give you that.
Person on him.
All right. What does he need to make?
He needed to roll something different than that.
So, yeah, that doesn't happen.
So I'm gonna have him try and re-roll that.
Okay. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Intelligence saving throw of a 17. Does that succeed?
Yeah. Save DC 15. So.
Yep. So he does succeed. Unfortunately, the whole person does not go off.
What? I think it's an action.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna move slightly closer.
Okay. As you get closer, you begin to make out the character you see, and it is the unmistakable familiar features of your brother, who you saw many months ago in another country, in another continent, and had a long chat with him. All that time back. Sykes, you're asleep right now, or at least
Yep.
you are currently doing your thing.
Meditating, yeah.
You're currently meditating. So just roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Nope.
You are
So, yeah.
deep asleep.
Wow.
Yep.
Snores
I kind
going
of
for
in my
next one.
meditation, I just say they've got this, and then I just keep meditating.
Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. What is? Oops. One more round. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more round. Well, I'm gonna see what Ape does. Oh, here, Tyfari's brother. Still held within your grasp.
By both Shanae and...
By both Shanae, Illyria. Tyfari's awake now.
Farrell's on the way.
Farrell's on the way. Yeah, no, he's intelligent enough to go. All right, fine, you got me. Enough. And he'll stay put. He'll not do anything. That is going to be his turn. Farrell is going to wander up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and sees what's going on. Unfortunately, Guiding Bolt is gone. Is that a cantrip? It's a normal spell slot, so he loses spell slot. But he's just going to stay there. Just do a quick round. Lyra, are you doing anything in particular?
It's for... yeah, I think Shanae closed the door, right? During
Yeah.
her...
Yeah. Or let's say that in assisting Janae, you close the door behind.
Okay, cool.
So is there anything particular that you wish to do right now?
Well, she's going to assist Shanae because I think she wants to tie this individual up. So.
Sure.
You could just take the rope, because I've got the rope out, so you could just do that.
Oh yeah, I'm going
Okay.
to do that actually.
Okay. He is not resisting, so I'm now going to say that we're now out of combat for the moment, and he is now tied and bound against the wall. Sykes, you're still asleep unless somebody else wants to wake you up.
I'll poke him awake.
Okay, cool.
Psych still meditates.
So what happens is, Sykes, is you get poked and poked and poked and poked and poked and poked and poked until you eventually wake up, until you eventually come to with Tyfari sort of poking you away there.
I would have suggested just slapping him. 100%.
So
Sit on the end of the bed with my hands in my.
I need Sykes in one piece because I still need to wear him as a cape. So
What?
nothing.
Okay.
So, you all have what looks to be another Tyfari. Sitting on the sitting bound, his hands tied together, his feet tied together. Are you tying his feet together? Presuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So his feet and hands bound very, very tightly by Janai together, and just simply looks up at the five of you. Well, this could have gone better than expected.
I mean, you could have also tried not to ambush us, and you wouldn't be tied up right now.
Oh no! If I'd wanted to ambush you, I'd have done it properly.
He was sneaking.
What's the difference between a proper ambush and a non-proper ambush? Like, do you guys have guidelines for that or something? I don't know. I haven't spoken to you in a while, so.
Well, an
One's called
ambush.
an ambush, one's called a bush ambush.
An ambush is one that succeeds in doing what it's meant to do. Kill the person they're ambushing. This was not an ambush.
Oh, so you were not trying to kill anyone?
Not now, Tyfari. I was not.
Sorry,
Look,
we
I
haven't
warned
been
you.
Properly introduced. Your name is.
Tyfari, do you usually get those who work for you to speak for you?
I slapped him.
I try to. Him or me?
Oh.
No. This time, my dear, I slap your brother.
Could have gone both ways.
That's true.
They both look like Tyfari.
I don't know who to slap anymore.
I'm still trying to work out the kinks in the obedience system.
I slapped Tyfari this time. But less harm.
Yeah.
That's something.
Right. Well, as some of you can tell, I'm Tyfari's brother. My name is Abhai.
Never heard of him. Have you?
No. Tyfari didn't know I was alive.
Also, a famous assassin is a really bad assassin because they're not supposed to be famous.
Oh, he's an assassin. Nice
Well,
family.
he came here to assassinate someone.
No, he came here to not assassinate someone according to his. What are you doing here? You uglier version of Tyfari.
So just looks, he gives you this look. I was scouting you all to hope that Tyfari had not come back. Let's see that you have.
You have seen correctly.
Cry about it.
I mean, we were coming here either way.
If you were coming here, that is absolutely fine. I told Tyfari that he should not.
Was that before or after you tried to kill him?
I have not tried to kill him yet.
Oh, that's funny. It appears we need to get our story straight.
And what story is that?
Oh. What do you think of your brother?
I have not seen my brother in 70 years. In fact, I don't even know Tyfari knew I was alive 70 years ago?
That is a great question, though, because he's told us why he is 70 years old, but then how come you still look the same in him and not like a 70-year-old?
Oh, okay. So, he doesn't look the same. He is a
Okay.
lot
I
older.
was gonna like.
He looks very similar to Tyfari if Tyfari was 70 years older.
Okay, I was like, wait.
No, he is definitely a lot older looking than Tyfari is. He's got a lot more sort of grizzled look about him. It looks like he's lived out in the world a bit. And you can also notice that he's got a couple of scars as well.
Okay.
So he looks a lot older than Tyfari.
Hey Sykes, did you hear him answer the question? Because I don't think I heard him answer the question.
Yeah, I don't think I heard it either.
And which question was that?
Do you want to ask it to Fari, or do you need me? Because you get to be the nice one for a change if you like to.
No, you do you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And I get really up close and I use thaumaturgy to make my eyes spark and I make the door slam and I go, so what are you doing here?
Roll intimidation check.
Oh, we got that here right here somewhere.
I would say,
Beep
that
boop,
juice.
an 8.
Beep
Yeah.
boop.
Beep boop at 8. Let's have.
The eyes actually, I meant them to spark like a golden sort of flaming thing. I accidentally spark pink, and it's not very scary.
Yeah. He gives you he looks back to you and says, I have been under the influence of thaumaturgy before. Do you think that will work?
Still not answering questions.
Sykes is gonna rifle through his pockets.
Sure, okay.
See if he can find any notes or anything that.
No,
Kinda look jumbled.
there are no notes. As you rifle through his pockets, looking for any sort of information as to what his tasks were, etc., and that sort of thing, you find nothing.
Okay.
As you all now are able to see him a little bit more clearly. Presumably, you've managed to lit a candle, and you're able to see him a little more clearly. You see that the armor that he's wearing, one shoulder pad has what can only be described as a lion's head on it, and that would be the right shoulder pad, and the right hand side of his armor, down to the pauldrons that the pauldron that he has going over his right hand, just seems to give this very sort of strong idea of a lion's forearm and paw all the way down. Tyfari, you recognize this style. This style is that of Bunalbral, the city itself, the capital of the empire, and is an indication of those who serve that city or that government.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have a little sit and tell him, well, brother, I know you warned me about not coming back, and well, as you can see, I obviously, as always, did not listen. The others here can confirm that I'm very bad at listening. But yeah, map here. So I'm back, and I heard what happened here in the aftermath of the Civil War. Probably happened when you were still a little kid. And
I heard about it. I had to learn my lessons.
Yeah, somehow that does not surprise me. So yeah, I mean, I don't really agree with the things that have happened here. So yeah, I'm.
Look, brother.
Kind of ready to start a little revolt.
Brother, do not do this, please.
It is too late. I'm already back. I have no place to go back to.
This is true.
Can I do one more search?
Yeah, of course. Are you
I'm
specific?
actually specifically searching if he's got any secret pockets, like hidden pockets on him. That, yeah.
Sure, run investigation check.
I'm actually trained in it now.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
He he does have some secret pockets. These pockets, however, are designed for weapons, and so you find 2 daggers of very good balance, hidden within his jacket. You also find what looks to be quite a long knife, sort of embedded into the back of his boot, the back of his right boot.
Whoa. I'm gonna remove them from him.
Sure. In your search, you can't help but notice that he has what looks to be a very, very long, very finely crafted rapier attached to his hip, and on the other hip a very small hand crossbow.
Okay, I'll also remove those.
Okay, sure.
You'll get it back if you play along.
I can simply buy more.
True.
You notice that the rapier,
really
the rapier is very, very finely crafted. It has an exquisitely thin blade. It is steel, but it is thin enough that it looks like it would simply just slide into somebody's body. It is that well made. You also notice that the hilt is much more of a basket hilt and is fashioned in the style of a lion's paw that seems to sort of goes around the hand.
Whoa.
So
Sword.
yeah, it's a fancy sword. So Tyfari, brother, I'm simply trying to keep our family alive. I did not know you were alive until they told me.
Yeah, it's probably because I kind of sent a note to the council.
Oh, you are a fucking idiot.
Correct.
You are an imbecile.
But our family will never be safe as long as the council is still in control. And the king is in... Did this continent have a king? The
No,
empire?
it has a ruling council.
It had a council. Sorry. But yeah, as long as the council is around, our family will never be safe as long as I'm alive. Because, I mean, they even sent you to another continent to warn. So no, we'll never be safe as
Tyfari,
long as they're there.
They sent me to kill you.
Yeah.
They sent me to the hegemony to kill you.
Yeah. And if they're willing to do that, to do someone they're not even sure is alive, fully sure, then yeah.
Well, they seemed very certain that you were alive.
Probably, but yeah, our family will never be safe, so...
It was safe with me. Now I don't know if it's safe anymore.
With you being enslaved to the wills of...
At least our family is alive. At least our family is here and living. If I do not kill you, we both die.
Living in enslavement is not living.
It's living, at least.
It's not. I've seen enslavement. I've seen stuff. It's better to live in freedom. Ha, got it.
Looks like you have good dexterity, at least. I fear that we are of different sides of a bridge. Tyfari, I leave this place, I beg of you. Otherwise I will have to hunt you down and I will have to kill you.
I'm sorry, but anyone know... I'm sorry, brother, but, you know, this is the path that I've embarked upon, and this is the path that I will walk, and if you're not here to help me, then I have to consider you're against me.
So be it. Are you all simply just going to leave me here?
That depends on the choices that you are gonna make in the very slight future.
Well, you have me at a disadvantage. I have no weapons. I have no way of defending myself.
Tyfari, quick question. Is your brother here someone you wish to kill?
I have no wish to kill a lot of people, but as I said, to rebel against the council is right, and it is what is just. If you consider what the Council of Bunabral does in the only to give themselves more power and more wealth, more whatever the crap they give themselves, then it's the only right thing to do. And that is why I consider anyone who is not with me is against me.
And Abe, you don't wish to kill Tyfari, but you were sent to kill Tyfari?
Yes.
What is it you wish to do?
I wish to keep my family safe and alive.
Including Tyfari?
That would be a nice advantage to it, but that means keeping the family, my family, alive as well. I will have to kill him.
In that case, Tyfari, we can still help you, but basically we don't have to kill anyone. We could just get you in power, if that's what you wish. You're already the mayor of a, what is it, Pretty Pity Pangolin?
Yes.
Why not just become the head of? Why not just become the head of your family?
I would love to, but there's no point in being the head of my family if my family is living as slaves.
And who's the one enslaving them then?
The council.
Okay.
They're the ones that started the war, murdered thousands of people.
Abe, your family is not in the council?
No.
Your family? Then
No,
why don't we just
not-
take care of the council?
Sorry, what did you say?
We'll just take care of the council, and then your
That's-
family will be no longer slaves.
That's my plan. I'm gonna murder
Yeah.
the entire council.
Tyfari, do you know? Do you know? There is no more
Sorry.
family. There is no more family. It's just
Well, there's
us.
you.
It's just us.
Yeah. That's why I want you to take my side.
But you don't want him to take your side?
No, I want him
Oh,
on
I
our
was
side.
like, wait. But yeah, so if there's no more family, then Abai, why don't you just come with us and help us defeat the council then?
Because I can't.
There's never a can't. You can always try.
No, there is no try in this.
You don't know until you try.
I have been living for years, for the last 50, trying to keep our family alive. The council keeps me only on a short leash. I have only been able to get this because I'm trying to keep our family name alive.
So am I.
Oh, the name.
Only it's never gonna be with the council in place.
Question. When you say keep the family alive, you mean the family reputation? Because there's no other people alive except you?
Yes, our name is something.
Insight check to see if they're actually all dead.
Go for it. Is this on a bay or on Tyfari?
Oh yeah, no, Annabelle.
Sure.
Where is my insight even? Oh, there it is. Come on. 12.
Bit difficult to read.
I would ask if I could too, since I was asking about their family, but I don't
If you
think
want
I
to, you
should.
can as well. I'll grant you that.
Okay.
Because you were also asking about the family. Sure.
I'll try then. Aha. 21.
Where are you? There you are.
Gotta look at his notes.
No, I'm just looking for looking for your message thing.
Ooh, whispers.
Yeah, whispers.
Time for whispers.
Got any sponsors while we do whispers?
No, sadly no.
Today's brought to you today by Tyfari Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Tyfari Shenanigans.
Today in this entire continent is brought to you by Tyfari's shenanigans and whatever's left of his family.
Yeah, I plan on giving him his weapons back, but if he doesn't end up taking them, I'll probably sell them. We need some money. Unless these freaking
I
weapons
mean,
are really freaking
I'm not for letting
awesome.
Tyfari decide what to do.
Oh yeah, true. They are his brothers, so yeah.
We're right on die on this idiot.
Actually, can Tyfari use rapiers? I guess simple weapons?
I don't think I can. So
Rapiers are a martial weapon, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tyfari is a wizard, so he's only able to use light crossbows, quarterstaffs, daggers, and like one other thing. Slings, I believe.
Gotcha.
Let me do a double check.
And mugs.
And mugs.
Mugs.
I can't forget about the mugs.
Yeah, we haven't catapulted anything to this man's face yet. It's incredible. We're having a
Emphasis on yet.
yet. We're having a civil conversation for the time being.
And darts as well, so very few things Tyfari could do. I think a light crossbow would be good for
Darts. You could
Tyfari.
throw darts, Tyfari.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
That would be
Nice.
really funny. We could do a darts tournament.
I kind of look at Abe and I just say, "Did you have a kid or something?"
Roll an insight check.
Me?
Yes, specifically
Okay.
you.
Ooh.
Ah, no! Shit!
Oh no, come
I don't
on.
have insight
Secondary.
either! I don't have an inspiration, so I can't know.
Can't read him.
Who's
read
in
him.
chat? Get in the comments.
Can't read. He's too difficult to read.
Okay. Sykes is taken aback. He kind of goes to the back of the room and he starts walking and pacing. He's thinking,
Okay.
because he's like, oh, what the heck? Alright, so Sykes is out of conversation mode now.
Sure.
He's just kind of like,
Abe just simply watches you walk away.
So, brother, what will it be? Will you join me, stand against the council, and ensure the freedom of Bunabral? Or will you continue to be a lackey and serve a dying cause?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Oh, here he come.
Come on. Come on, my man.
17.
He gives this very, very big, deep sigh. Your cause is a noble one, Tyfari. If it had been any other day, any other time, perhaps 50 years ago when you were alive, as it were, I might have joined you. I cannot. Not for you.
Well,
None of your concern.
well, then you have made your choice. And I would like to have Abhai cast a or make a Constitution save.
Okay, sure. Constitution saving throw. 15.
Then he fails.
Okay. What are you casting?
He's gonna take 6d6 force damage.
Ow!
Okay. Well, what's the spell you're casting?
I just slightly cast out my hand and I cast Pulse Wave on him.
Okay. You're casting that
He
spell.
will take 19 points of force damage.
And he gets forced back, correct?
And he gets either pulled forward or backwards. So I'll
Okay.
have him shoved backwards.
Okay. He gets shoved back.
Okay.
And he'll get shoved upwards. I'm just going to have to share the screen for a moment. Yeah.
Into the window.
So he gets shoved back and up into the window itself, which under that force crashes open, exploding outwards and sending him tumbling outwards outside. If the window was open, thank you. Tumbling outwards through backwards through the window. He'll take 11. He'll take 11 points of damage on top of that. Oof. And yeah, so Tyfari, you run up to the window and you watch him. He falls backwards out the window, landing very, very hard onto the ground. And you hear this crack as he lands, landing very badly on his shoulder. And he rolls over. He rolls over, looks up at you, and says, yells up to you, Tyfari. I will have to hunt you down, you know. You can't get rid of me that way. And he'll struggle
I would like
up.
to have him make a secondary Constitution save.
All right. Well, what's going to happen first is we're going to stick with the initiative that we've got in the combat tracker right now. He's going to get up, and it's going to start hobbling away down the streets using all his movement as much as he can. So 5, 10, so 15. He'll just do a full movement, bonus action movement, and action movement. So he'll move 45 feet away from where he is right now.
Oh, so he's further away.
Yeah, he's 45 feet away now.
Ah, that's fine. Then I'll do a similar thing, but I'll do it with Ice Ray. No,
actually, if we're all in the initiative still, then
Mm-hmm.
other people would have had a chance to respond first.
It'll be Farrell first, and then it'll be Illyria. So Farrell will wander up to you. Illyria, are you doing anything?
She was rather shocked by this.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think she was rather shocked. She was going to ask something, but of course, situation didn't call for it. So, yeah, she'll hold action.
Okay, what are you holding?
Actually, I just had my turn, not hold action.
Okay,
Sorry.
sure. You're just gonna stay put there. All right, Shania.
I'm gonna put myself between Tyfari and the window. And
All right,
I'll look in her face.
Can I please have a an athletics check as you shove him back out of the way? Since Tyfari has moved to the window, so could please have an athletics check. Tyfari, you can either roll an athletics or an acrobatics check to stay where you are,
Oh no!
or try and keep Janai there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow!
Holy crap!
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Alright.
using his thing. No, he's
I'm
used.
down,
He's
re-rolling.
he's rolling.
Come on, man. Let the dice tell the story.
How many times can you use that a day?
3 or 4 times.
Oh my god!
One second.
I thought that was.
That's your ability, right?
Chronal shift.
Chronal shift, yeah.
I was only able to use it once when I made a character. Okay.
As a reaction, as a reaction,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can use this
my
ability.
reaction.
You can use this ability twice, and you regain any expended
Twice,
uses when you finish it. So this is your second time for using it.
Yeah, it's gone now for the day.
Yeah, it's gone completely for the day,
I was like, whoa.
and you haven't used it since. So you haven't used it before. So yeah. All right.
No,
so
I used
yeah.
one, so this is my second.
Yeah, I know. Before this situation, I mean, before this
okay,
this
okay.
scenario.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Shania, you try to get yourself between Tyfari and the window, but unfortunately Tyfari just pushes you out of the way. And so
Tyfari's
what's happening now is that Shania, is you've got your arm between Tyfari and the window, and just trying to look into his face, look at grabbing his attention. Did Lydia disappear?
Yeah, think so.
Oh,
Oh, she just.
she just ran off.
Oh, she's chatting.
Sorry.
She's back. She's back.
She's back.
She needs to take care of something important, and she's had good news. Okay, what up?
So, unfortunately, Tyfari just elbows into you, and so all that's happened is all you've managed to do, Shania, is just get your arm between Tyfari and the window, and are basically just trying to look into his face, trying to get his attention.
Okay. It wasn't necessarily the shoving wasn't necessarily the main part of my action here.
No, you were trying to get between him and the window, but he'd gone up to the window as well. So.
Yeah, but that was more like my movement rather than that I needed
Sure.
to.
Okay. I'll go with that. But what
Alright.
do you want to do?
I just want to attract his attention, and basically I want to try and persuade him to not like attempt to murder his brother from a distance.
Okay.
I'd like to say, stop. There's no point. There's no need. Trust me.
Tyfari
Alright.
looks unimpressed.
Can't you make like a persuasion roll or something?
You can make a persuasion check if you wish, and you
The
can set the DC, Tyfari.
The one time I roll super freaking low with advantage on
Yeah, on insight. Yeah.
So, no, on the
Tyfari-
insight, the initiative.
I'll message
Initiative,
you,
yeah.
Ed.
Okay, sure. All right,
Whoa.
but roll your persuasion check, please, Janai.
Just using the words "trust me" like we talked on the ship. Okay, you're going to trust me from this point on. You're going to trust me, I swear. Okay, wait. Persuasion. Why is that? What?
Oh, come on!
Why did that roll there? Okay, fine. Yes, okay, that's it. A 2. It was not meant to be. Go kill your brother.
Yeah. Tyfari just looks extremely unimpressed. Extremely unimpressed. So yeah.
I will remember this.
Tyfari.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ice Ray.
Okay.
Upcast to 3rd level, so I get 4 rays.
Come miss all 4.
Okay.
Or at least miss 3. Oh, no.
That hits.
1 hit. 4 points of damage.
That hits. That misses.
Oh,
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
that misses then.
that misses as well.
Miss two. One more miss. Yeah! 3 times in a row!
And that's wow! A 10
Wow.
3 times in a row. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
what the hell?
That's amazing.
Maybe you were more shook than you thought you were, huh?
Yeah, maybe you were. So, yeah.
Cool.
You lean out, but it's also possibly due to the fact that you have to lean out the window and fire down the street towards your brother. You strike him once in the back, and he stumbles forward a small amount. But the other three just simply shoot over his head. As you look down the road, though, Tyfari, you watch. It would then be. Oh, sorry. No, we'll go to Sykes, and then we'll go on before that.
So yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, that's still bed. 20.
That's a bed, yeah.
25, 30, 35. I just get behind Tyfari and I say, he might have been lying about having no more family. When I asked him before, he didn't say anything, but I get the feeling maybe he... Because he said it's just you two?
Yes.
I think there's more to it than that. He didn't
Could
answer
be.
me when I asked him if he had a kid.
Then they will. Then his kid or his children will grow up in freedom, but
Not that
without
you
their
killed
father.
him.
And
Folks.
freedom without a father, though.
I'm going to say that's your turn.
Yeah.
So it would now be Abe's turn. He is now 90. He's going to just do a full action, bonus action and movement to get as far away from you as possible. He is now 90 feet away from you, Tyfari. It's Farrell's turn. He's going to be basically doing the same, saying, Tyfari, look, hey, yeah, he's your brother, but why? But look, maybe he's got something. Maybe there's something else going on here. We don't know. I'm going to say now that we are out of combat. Tyfari,
I still
since
have range.
you still have range, do you?
120 feet on ice, right?
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Okay. What I'm going to say though is as when you were leaning out and you're firing these ice rays down towards your brother, you glance ahead of him and you can see 2 guards, to be very, very well armored guards. Have a little bit further up ahead of your brother, and I have certainly seen what's happening and are making their way back along the roads toward in his direction.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it then my turn?
It would be Lyra's turn. Lyra, are you doing anything?
I don't know what to do in this situation.
It's odd, isn't it?
Oh man, it is a situation that Lyra never has been in. I guess end turn.
Sure. Shania? Anything in particular you want to do? To Tyfari?
He seems determined, right?
He seems pretty determined. Yeah, doesn't take a high passive insight to see that.
I will back off.
Okay.
But from like a corner, I will scowl. And I will say, we'll get in trouble like this. Stop it, please. Just in a sort of, I don't expect to be
Right.
heard at all, but
Today's like.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Tyfari
No,
just doesn't paying attention to it.
that tone that you take when you're telling a teenager to clean his room, fully expecting him to definitely not clean his room. That
Yeah.
tone. It's like, oh no,
Yeah,
stop.
he's gonna do
please.
his thing.
Stop it.
Fine, absolutely fine. Tyfari, go for it.
Yeah, I will use my last 3rd level spell slot to once again try an Ice Ray on Abe.
Go for it.
Oh, come on.
14 misses, yeah.
Oh.
As well as a 15, yeah.
What is up with these dice today?
Oh my god!
I'm giving
Hey,
up.
well,
I'm gonna go home. Bye.
well, I'm happy to say none of those were a natural 1, which is good. But yes, the ice rage is just suddenly he's getting further and further away, and does. I'm guessing what's up is that it's getting a little bit more difficult to hit him because he's getting out of range and it's getting harder to see him. And he is sticking to the shadows as much as he can, therefore making it difficult for you to hit him. As the ice rays are just going along the corridor, along the alleyway, scattering ice particles that quickly begin to melt along the roads. Tyfari, leaning out the window, you can see that the 2 guards which were making their way towards Ape, have seen what's happening, are now beginning to run along the alleyway in your direction.
And lastly, I would like to shout out to guards. I like shout out to in their direction. Guards, careful! He's an assassin.
Roll a persuasion check.
If he somehow managed this, I am going to flip.
Oh,
It wasn't a 16. Come on.
You yell this out. You yell this out to the guards, and they just keep running along the road towards you. Are you doing anything, Sykes?
I just say to Tyfari, if you are really planning to kill him, before you do, find out if he's got any more family. Because if you kill him, then that family becomes your responsibility, and then I back off. But I'm getting all my stuff ready because it sounds like we kind of know that things are happening, maybe.
Okay.
Because especially with all the noise that he made, I'm just gonna pack up all the rapiers and knives that I got. They look
Sure.
fine.
Sure.
You might have to remind me what he got, so just
Mhm.
don't get it from me
Fine.
later. So.
Ape is going to continue hobbling along the. He would have gotten a lot further, a lot quicker if he weren't for the fact that his legs had been tied as well. So he'll eventually reach level with the two guards. Stop one of them to indicate his legs and get them to cut the ropes. At which point he just then takes off down the road, far out of your range, Tyfari. I'm going to say that we're now out of that out of combat.
Ooh.
As you pull back into Tyfari from the window, you can see the 2 guards. They're becoming a little bit more visible, and they are both tabaxi. Both have this sort of amber coloured fur that you can just about make out from where you are, as they pass underneath one of the street lights, and they're both just pelting it along the road in the direction of the tavern.
Right, we need to go.
Yep.
Everyone got their stuff?
Are we going by how long it takes you to get dressed
That
in
happened?
armor
No.
D&D rules, or?
No.
Well-
'Cause-
Well, I'm guessing you're not going to have been in armor while you were sleeping.
no, but I was taking watch.
Yeah, the one who would have been in watch would have had their armor on. but those of you who are not on watch would have most likely disrobed to find themselves a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, it will take you some time to put all your clothing back on, or at least all your armor on, if you wish.
I'm not gonna
Actually,
put my armor on.
Illyria actually has her stuff on. She sleeps in it.
Okay, sure. Farrell
Yeah,
definitely wouldn't though. Farrell would take his armor off, so he would take a little while to get into his armor, if you wanted to do that. So you could say that you could persuade him just to gather it up and just run.
I'm not a persuasive one.
And
Right,
I'm
Sykes
not
got all this stuff
deciding
together. He
anything
wouldn't
anymore.
have put on his. He wouldn't have put on his leather. So.
Be back.
We're gonna
So-
go. We need to decide now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tyfari, you seem to be deciding everything for us right now. Decide for us.
I mean, only sometimes. But yeah, let's boogie out.
All right. I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So you're all going to try and sneak out of
Wait,
the. So you're all going to try and sneak out.
Yeah.
Yes,
grab my
Okay. Could I please have a? I'm presuming you have told Farrell to just simply pick his armor up.
Yeah.
All right. Then he is not going to be wearing his armor right now. Let's undo the scale mail. Please, could I have a stealth check from everyone?
Yep. Plus 10.
With a plus 10. And I'll do a quick roll
Is
for.
there a button for plus 10, or shall we just roll and then add a plus 10 in our brain?
You can to the left of the box. You
I
can have
don't know.
adjusting. You can just type in there plus 10.
Oh, the modifier.
Yeah, the modifier. You can just type in there plus 10.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I think the effect goes on me, so I might not have to press the plus 10 now, but
Alright.
I will find out.
We'll find out. So I've got 26,
Oh,
a
it's
36, a
That's
22.
actually a 36. Yeah.
Yep, it's 36. Illyria, if I could have a stealth roll, adding plus
Stealth?
10.
Natural
okay.
20. Nice.
So 32 and a 31. Right, lovely.
Nice.
You all proceed very, very quietly along the corridor and down the stairs. The tavern is completely empty. There is nobody here. But because you're having to move stealthily, though, you are having to move slowly down the corridors and into the tavern itself. By the time you arrive into the tavern bar itself, you can hear this banging and clattering on the door from the other side, and this two voices and one voice yelling out, "Open the door! Open the door! There's some magic going on in here! Open the door!" There's this big bashing clatter going on against the door. Right now, what are you doing?
Duck into a booth, hide under a table?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. I won't make you roll additional stealth checks. I'll just go with what you got there for the time being. Eventually you hear a sort of groaning coming from just the corridor from which you literally just came down. Coming, jeez. For the love of Altioria, keep your voice down. Yeah, and this very sort of tired, bedraggled tabaxi comes from behind, down the corridors to the front door, and begins to unlock it. And this it's not just the simple lock that he's got on the front, but there's also two additional locks, both both above and below the door handle. And he pulls the door and says, "What do you want? What do you want?" And the two guards, those of you who've got dark vision, are able to peek out, can just about make out the two guards that you can see. Both of them have the Libra scales on their breastplate. One of them also carries a very beautiful embossed shield with the same symbol on it. the guard with the shields. We spotted some magic being cast from one of your guest windows. We need to go up there now. What? Guest with? No mage here. We saw it. Fine. Which room was it? Room on the right side. Oh, that's the large room. That's the large room. Oh, strange. Well, follow me. I'll take you up there. And he leads the guards through the tavern, leaving the front door open.
Right.
As soon as they
Perfect.
get upstairs and turn the corner,
Mhm.
I say we start moving.
Oh man, Illyria just looks at them. Two guards like. Just like mentally, like, what are you supposed to guard there?
Yeah, no, if I'll roll for them, but yeah, no, there was no way they were going to be able to spot you guys with how well you rolled. So
We just walk by them while they're at the front door, and we still don't get spotted.
you could, yeah, no, that wouldn't happen. You would be pushing past them. They would see you. So yeah, just roll me another set of stealth checks, please, everybody, with a +10.
Yep.
I stand right in front of you, and yet you don't see me. Yeah, dumb things.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to add the +10.
Yeah, no worries. I'll add it. I'll add it afterwards. So we've got a 21, a 31, a 34. Illyria, when you are back, please could I have another stealth roll from you?
Yep.
I'll add.
I'm here.
Yeah, please could I have another stealth roll with +10. And
24.
24,
Nice.
and one more for Farrell. An 18.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. The guys are upstairs. They do have a +2.
His armor's not on, so he doesn't have disadvantage.
Correct. This was not a disadvantage. This was just a regular stealth roll.
Get a roll.
God, they don't even the lowest roll from Farrell. You are able to move very stealthily out of the door and out onto the carpeted exterior of the tavern. It is a cool, almost cold night air outside, and you can hear just behind you a gentle knocking on the door further up into the tavern. What are the five of you doing? You are in
Illyria
a...
just whispers, well, looks like we have to accelerate our plans a bit.
Yep. We'll have to get a map in a different town.
Different town, different place. Let's just get out of here quickly.
Yep.
Right.
We said north, right?
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
We said north, right? Illyria had something going north. You had something going north as well.
Yeah.
Alright. I
That's
have
fine.
something. I don't know where my area is. I don't know where the skeleton group is in Shasterton. So I'll leave it to you when we get there, but I feel like I need at least a bit more information first. So I'm gonna help you guys before figuring out what's up. And then I'm going to use the Druid Craft to kind of figure out which way is north.
Okay. Absolutely fine. You spend a small amount of time just. I presume you move away from the tavern just to get away for a little bit, and you find a small secluded alley within this warren of those maze-like alleyways of this city. And you spend a small amount of time just casting that very small spell. As you go to cast it, the orange light of your spell begins to illuminate your face, and you get this strong sense that northwards. You get the strong sense of where north is, but very quickly it stops and disappears.
And I was more than 30 feet away from Janae, right?
Oh no, I presumed you guys had moved together.
Oh, you said I moved away from the tavern.
No, no, all of you. I mean, all five of you had moved away from the tavern to go and to try and find a secluded space.
Okay. So you said I had an idea, but it quickly disappeared.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll say to them, I know the direction. I can't. I'll have to. Can you try again? But like, we kind of got to go that way. As I kind of point the direction I sort of felt.
Absolutely fine. You begin heading in that direction. Who's heading this? You're going to be heading it sight?
No, I gotta be in the middle.
You got to be in the middle? Alright, fine.
It's gotta be.
I'll be
I think
up
it was
first.
10 feet.
Okay.
I think it was a 10-foot circle for the pass without a trace.
10?
No, I think it's bigger than that.
I think it's 30.
I think it's 30 feet.
Oh yeah, 30 feet. So
you can head it if you want.
sure, I'll have it.
Right. Please could I have a survival check from you, as you are in an unknown city and just going on the very vague direction you got very briefly as to where north is. Just from Sykes.
I
21.
thought you meant everyone. I was
Nah,
like,
just
Alright.
from Sykes. Even in an unfamiliar city, you are able to go. Okay, as long as I know where north is, I just have to keep making sure I'm traversing through the city in those ways. Please, could I have one final group roll from you all for stealth?
Yes. Still with +10, right?
Still with a +10. How long does the spell last?
That's into that.
Sykes?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay.
That'll be a 16.
So 16.
Yeah, concentration 1 hour. So
30 for me.
30,
20, so
36,
36.
Oh my
36. Jeez, so
Now
that's
I get the natural 20.
yeah. Now you get the natural 20. Yeah, so that's double the success there, and a 19, but the double success is fine. Yeah, no, you're all very very stealthy in that. There are a couple of times, Sykes, where you're walking along a dimly lit alleyway where you have to stop the group and get them to keep quiet for a moment as two monks walk by ahead of you. One in the orange and one in brown robes, and they just carry on moving past, and you are able to move on. There are a couple of close calls as you keep moving. Do you keep casting Pass Without a Trace or not?
pass without a trace lasts for an hour. If I need
Yes,
to
correct.
cast it one more time, I will.
All right. You will have to expend another slot.
That's fine.
If you are all moving stealthily, you are going to have to spend another slot in order to move through the city
Third
quietly.
time? Or just a
Yes,
second?
but you will need moving 2 hours. You will get about halfway through the city.
Okay, so I don't have a third, second level slot, so
You can
Pass
cast them.
without
You
trace.
can cast it at higher levels.
yeah,
can-
I
you
only
can
have
use high
second
levels.
level spell slots.
Okay.
That's the highest I got right now.
All right.
And
So you-
pass out a trace would fade after the duration then.
Sure, no worries. So you are about halfway through the city, and you all find yourselves. You've been following Sykes' general direction of where north is, and you have eventually reached what would be the center of the city. And you find yourself surrounded basically on all sides by temples. This area is extremely quiet. There are very very few guards here. There appears to be even fewer monks in this area, which you'd think there would be, but not here. And you can see ahead of you this extremely gaudy, huge domed structure with this almost like a bishop's hat dome on one end of this structure that has just been gold plated. It sparkles. It gives off this just immense beam of light around you. It makes it difficult to actually stay in the shadows at some point. And over the temple doorway, you can see the Libra scales in all sorts of gems, precious metals, even opals. You can just see embedded in this symbol. Clearly, this appears to be the central worship area of the city. Please, could I have another stealth roll from you all without the +10?
17.
Oh, frick. 9.
Farrell is still unclothed. Okay, 19. Okay, success, fairly success. Okay. Another hour of travel, and you are able to move beyond this central area and back into the hidden, quiet parts of the city. You feel yourself begin to move in a downwards direction, as though you are moving down a slope, and you find yourselves going downwards and downwards and downwards. Still following that vague direction of North Sykes.
Okay.
And,
Quick question.
Yeah.
How do the streets look? Like, you said there was a giant light kind of bearing down still, because I kind of forgot that even at night they've got giant lights up.
At night, well, they don't have giant lights, but at night a lot of the streets are quite well lit. Not all the streets are well lit. There are quite a few streets which are dark due to the fact that they just couldn't.
Okay.
Either they couldn't be bothered to put magical lights down there, or it didn't warrant it because it was such a short alleyway.
Does it look like there's still kind of people wandering around like at a busy pace, or is it just kind of like now people are going to bed and there's not a lot of people?
There are not a lot of people, and the people that you are able to see, a lot of them are monks and paladins.
Yeah. So it is like a time of day where people shouldn't be out still.
It would be unusual to see somebody who is not already working.
Okay.
Because
if I saw a lot of people or not, I was gonna say we probably don't need to stealth anymore because we got far enough away from the hotel or the inn. But
the very few places that you have passed, which appear to be occupied, were workshops, and they specifically seem to be open and only working on one thing. And even as you sort of view them from a distance, you can tell that they're also guarded. With a couple of paladins or a couple of monks just standing outside, keeping an eye on things.
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure. So, yep, still stealthing.
Still stealthing. Could I please have just a quick perception check from you all?
Perception. 12.
14.
Natural
20.
Nice one.
Natural 20. Now you get the natural 20. 17, 12, 14, 20. Okay, Illyria. Janai. And let's have Farrell perception. He's a perceptive boy. Oh, well, not with a roll like that, he's not. So, Janai, you are really the only one that really notices this. When you arrived, the streets were littered with people, both very well dressed, to very mundane, to those very clearly destitute. The streets now appear to be completely empty of people. Even those who are destitute appear to be empty of people. And you are all moving through this one small, very narrow, very dimly lit corridor, where you suddenly get the sense that you are being watched from one angle, and as you look over, you just spot two pairs of eyes, just watching the five of you pass, and as you glance over and catch their eye, catch this being's eyes, they quickly turn away, and you just about hear the scampering of feet, just what's the word? Scampering away down away back the opposite way you came.
I nudge whoever's walking next to me.
Who would be walking next to Janai?
I mean,
Not
it
all
would be
at
funny
once.
if it was me. So
Could be.
it's gonna be me.
Okay.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Wait. Yes. Well, I'm going to interrupt the silent treatment for this important message, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna nudge Tyfari. I'll just go. So there's eyes in this city in the dark.
No surprises there. Did you see where the eyes went off to?
I point with my head.
She indicates back down the road in which you are currently walking.
Right. I'll scout. You go ahead. And I go in the direction she was pointing at. And just before it happens, I would like to give myself a slight edge in the form of a little invisibility.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's not what I. Oh, he's gone.
I'll let I'll let good old Kitsune stay with the group.
Okay, cool.
I'll just sort of pet the fox, going, I never know what this man's going to do.
Kitsune's reply is just a little head shake.
You got there ahead of me, Jeff. You got there ahead of me. That's exactly what he was going to do. So Tyfari, you hang back and cast his invisibility on yourself, and you just simply vanish from all sights. Then you head back up the corridor, the alleyway, to the entrance which you came in. And as you glance around the corridor, you see this very, very small, diminutive little figure quickly dashing off across the small plaza which you guys had just traversed, and disappears down another alleyway ahead of you. Just roll a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Because there's not any lights.
Well, this area is relatively well lit, but unfortunately, this character sticks to the darker areas of this plaza, and you're only just able to make out the size of the figure, which is very small. That's it.
Do I have any clue as to where they're going?
They appear to be heading in a sort of northerly direction, but that's only because it's the opposite side of the plaza. Beyond that, you don't know.
I'll try and give some chase.
Okay.
To him.
Are you being stealthy or are you being quick?
I can be quick. I've got invisibility, so.
Okay. All right. Just roll me another perception check as you give chase with disadvantage.
Come on, dice. 15.
Yeah. Not
Very
bad.
nice. You dash across the plaza and across to the other alleyway, which is also quite dark from which you saw them enter. And you spot this tiny little creature quickly disappearing around the corner to the left, at the end of the alleyway. Running afterwards, you spot this what could only be described as a halfling. They are, from your very, very poor eyesight, you can just about make out how poorly dressed they are, and they run up to this door at the end of this, what is now a dead end, and quickly rap on the door. The door opens quietly. You can just about make out some hushed voices before this halfling person darts into the door and the door is closed.
It's me.
I would like to just quickly look around the building a bit. See if I can find any entrance except the door.
Sure. Roll. Are you looking quickly or are you searching?
How much time will have passed in my chase so far?
Only about 5-10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay, so I have quite some time with invisibility. Then I'll search.
Okay, roll me an investigation check then, please.
24.
Yeah.
Nice.
One thing I'm good at.
One thing good at investigation, yeah. Apart from this little side door in this dead-end alley, you walk back, continue along the alleyway and end up walking around the building front and find that it's actually a jeweler's shop. You can see these very beautiful display of rubies and emeralds set in various necklaces and rings and all sorts of jewelry that has all been very beautifully crafted. Not to your standard, of course, but definitely decent. Definitely decent. You can guess that this stuff would be more for trade than for the upper nobility. And there is a door in the front. The workshop is unlit, and there does not appear to be anybody in there.
All right. I'll carefully try the front door.
It is locked.
All right. Oh, that plan goes out the window. Then I'll go back to the original door.
Okay.
And see how my lock-picking skills without any lock-picking skills are.
Okay, what are you using to
He's doing the good old Sykes trick. He's gonna use a fishing rod.
I'll start with gently trying the door.
Okay. As you try the door appears to be unlocked.
Great success.
Great success.
And I'll just and I'll just open the door.
You open the door and you are granted with an unlit corridor. It extends away a very, very short way, and then seems to head downwards.
But I'll quickly and there's just the corridor. There's nothing in
Just
it,
the corridor.
boxes or.
Nope.
Okay. I'll just follow the corridor carefully.
Are you being stealthy about this?
Yeah, I'll go stealthy boy now.
Roll a stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Oh, you dropped a
Yes.
one there. Oh
Yeah.
boy. All right, let's
That's
see
a,
if
that's a 22 in the end.
Let's see if the guys notice anything. Nope, they don't. Right, so you head along the corridor, and this corridor appears to be just made of very, very plain wood. Most of the buildings around here seem to be made of this yellow sandstone, and you would imagine that most of the buildings on the inside would also be made of this yellow sandstone. Particularly as you have found that most of the buildings seem to be built in a sort of tier on top of each other. This corridor is just made of wood. And as you follow this corridor, you put your foot down gently. You hear this very, very soft creak, and you just lift your foot up very slightly to let the creak go, and then you just put a little bit further to find another spot that isn't creaking, and then you proceed very, 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 very slowly along this corridor, and then begin to head down the stairs. You realize very quickly that these stairs are taking you underneath the workshop. And you find yourself very, very soon at a doorway. From behind the doorway you hear muffled voices.
Okay. Well, first off, I would like to sneak up on the door and just put my ear to the door and see if I can hear what they're talking about.
Roll a perception check.
Am I good at that? Oh no, I'm terrible at that. Yeah, I'm terrible at that.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah, you put your ear to the door, and it's so difficult. I mean, it's really, really difficult to hear through a door anyway with just your ear. It's usually better to put a glass against it. And you realise that, oh shit, should have brought the glass. But you hear one thing, and that is, perhaps they can bring about the change. And then the voices get muffled again as they move away from the door.
Okay. Well, if
They fling a trout. What?
While this is going on, Illyria, Farrell, Janai, and Sykes, are you continuing to move northwards?
So, I
Just
quickly
restart.
ask Kitsune. He'll be able to follow
Well,
us. right?
Sykes, you don't know that he's gone.
Oh, well.
Unless Janai tells you, you don't know he's gone.
He's just left us with the one line of instruction, and he said keep going. But he's
I
not the
guess-
boss of me, so
Yet.
I suggest.
Ooh.
You be careful there, boy. So I guess we'll find a dark corner and just sort of hunker down for a little while I help Farrell put on his armor. Maybe.
Sure,
Is
you
that
can do
an
that.
idea, guys?
No, I'll put mine on too.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah.
Eventually, Farrell does shove into his armor. He does point out the fact that, well, I've been moving pretty good without it.
Yeah.
Why don't we put yours back on when we get out of the city?
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. As long as we don't get into any fights.
We don't. We'll protect you.
Yeah, that's good.
Farrell's pretty strong himself. He could probably be okay anyway.
While he's gone, can we talk about what just happened?
Yeah.
Preferably not.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, you're all there.
Tough titties,
Yeah.
man. Because they came after us because of the magic. Did I hear that right?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
They must not like that here.
Only true. I didn't really. Yeah, there hasn't really been any wizards other than.
Been a
Tyfari.
lot of clergy, though.
Yeah. So they might like Farrell.
Me?
He's a clergy. Farrell's a cleric.
Yeah, I'm not really clergy though.
You don't really believe in a god, do you? More like nature.
No. Yeah.
No. I mean, there's a nature god.
Not really. I mean, I suppose Mother Earth is a god in that way. Yeah, could look at it like that.
And I think they might like me if I stop looking the way I do. But
True. But the whole tiefling thing also, right?
yeah, the whole fact of that I'm this species, yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's been bothering me over time.
That gives it a.
Aw.
I'm sorry. Shoot. Do we want to talk about what happened with Tyfari and his brother too, or are we done with that?
I mean, do you think he was lying that there is more family?
I believe them that when they say there are no more family, but I believe it's the past family.
We're
But
having this
there's no
conversation
more.
in whispers, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course. I presumed as
Quiet.
much. I presumed you were having this quietly discussing.
If Abai is in the same situation I am, because like I'm trying to find my family and protect them, maybe he's trying to protect his family that he made. Because it's like maybe the past family is gone, he might have a brand new one. That's what I'm thinking. He didn't really answer me when I asked him if he had a kid,
Yeah.
so I couldn't really tell.
What do you think, Illyria?
Well, I do think of one or two possibilities. It looks like he really wanted to help Tyfari. Probably
Mhm.
not as much, but my way of thinking is, I think whoever this council is, I think they may or may not hold his family hostage. It's
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess
it is
the
one
council's
way
in
to
charge.
keep someone complacent, control, as one will.
Yeah.
But I think as long as someone is in charge, everyone is the hostage. Like, if
Mhm.
someone has power over you, then you are just forever hostage. Did anybody else think it was really funny when the two mages talked about being enslaved as if they'd experienced that before? That was really funny.
I mean, was it?
No!
The thing
No.
is, is, I really wish I have my memories. I would have definitely helped all of you.
Yeah, how would that have helped?
But that fucking CERN fucking empire.
Yeah, okay, but how?
We'll look at them.
Yeah. Also, is this why you want that map so badly, Sykes? Because you want to find out like where to go look?
That is one of the things. I'd like to know where Shastaton is, but at the same time, having a map in general will just be able to find out where we are and not necessarily really get lost.
I mean,
Plus, we've
Don't
never been to this, and the most important thing, or we've never been to this continent, and the most important thing you can do is find out where you are, find out where you want to go.
I think this pangolin place is really going to keep us like safe for a little while, but I feel like Tyfari wants to start an uprising. Lyria, do you want to like defeat an entire city-state of evil creatures? And flying city is fun. And then there's the abduction. I feel like on the whole, you've got the shortest sort of time span, Sykes.
See, that's the part I don't know, but I feel like the stronger I am, I could get them back easier. But there might be a time crunch too, which I'm not for, because that is never something I wish was the case.
No, I guess if you had a choice, they wouldn't be kidnapped in the first place.
And honestly, I would like to go get my family first, because, the sooner the better.
Maybe.
But at the same time, it sounds like we're up against an empire either way. There's the Council Empire or whatever. There's the Drow Empire. There's the one Illyria's trying to take down. There's an empire.
They were kidnapped by the entire empire of Drow? Like the whole species? Or just a small group?
Well, the skeleton, I think it might be a small group, but it might be I think it's within the Drow. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's probably just a small group within the Drow Empire of Shastaton. Okay. But
right now,
they could all help in. I don't know.
Right now, I'm trying to find my past. Then I'll focus on my future.
Yeah, so that is a big thing. Big thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do with that empire.
So, are you saying we could go to this empire, but not actually take him down? Maybe just learn more about yourself? Kind of get out of there? Or...
Thing is, from what I have learned from that vampire that we have met long ago, my race is a slave. We are meant to be slaves. We are not supposed to get out of that place. I'm an anomaly. I was never meant to be here. And yet, here I am.
Yep.
Well, then if you were here, that partially means you were meant to be here, because if it wasn't the case, then yeah, you wouldn't be. So the fact that you are here means you are meant to be here.
Yeah, but someone helped me to be here. I don't know who. I don't know who they are.
We can help you find that out.
Yep. Anyway, I hope Tyfari comes back soon.
Talking of that, thank you for the segue. Tyfari, what are you up to?
Yes. Well, they were moving away, so I will once again stealthily try to open the door.
Roll me a stealth check, please. With advantage, of course, because you are still invisible.
13.
All right. Let's see if these guys notice. Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Creepy.
So you very, very very gently grasp the handle of the door and gently twist it to open it up, pushing the door open. And you just sort of slip in in a very fun and almost a way that Abe would probably be proud of your skill. But you slip through the door, and you find yourself in a small circular room. In front of you there is a simple table, which appear to be a couple of drinks that are on there. On one side of the room you see a cabinet. And on another side of the room you see what appears to be, a very small chest of drawers. Seated at the table in front of you is what appears to be a halfling man with very, very tight curled black hair, very scruffy, almost torn clothing. And across from them appears to be quite a well-dressed tiefling. They have this sort of very dark red skin, and with horns that are almost rams-like and just sort of curled downwards underneath their ear. And both of them have just lapsed into silence as they heard this gentle creak. As you slipped in. The halfling man, after not hearing anything else for a while, the halfling man looks up the tiefling. Excuse me for a moment. Oh, where did I put my things? There we go. Pranav. I'm sure he was a wizard, but why? Why is he here? Your kind was got rid of. You shouldn't be here. You only managed to be here because you're a good smith. Pranav answers, and Sanjosh, I know. It's not been good for our kind here. I'm only lucky because this place is corrupt as hell. But if they perhaps can help release some of the shackles that bind us here and maybe bring about a bit of freedom, perhaps they could work. Pranav just sits there shaking head. Look, you're going to get yourself killed if you carry on. These midnight chats. Look, I am Dykrat, all right, and you're Yegi. We shouldn't be talking together, let alone drinking. And
while they pause, I would like to drop my invisibility.
Oh God! Okay.
And tell them, "Hi, I'm Wally, the Walrus Wizard. Why were you following me?"
And that's what we're gonna end the session tonight. Fucking hell! What a way to end the session.
Damn,
Nice
dude.
one. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to make a note of this, otherwise I'm gonna forget that ending.
I don't think you're gonna
Wow.
be able to forget that ending no matter what you do.
Wow.
Please do not forget Wally, the Walrus Wizard.
I'm putting
Wally
in my notes.
Wally the Walrus Wizard. Very wall spelt W-A-L-L, I presume.
Wally the Walrus Wizard.
Okay, cool. Wow. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much for that. I hope you guys had fun.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was amazing. Oh, I've missed you, Jeff. I missed you, Jeff, in this lot.
That was
fun. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me this evening, guys. We're going to do a quick round robin here for sort of memorable moments. We're having a bit of a shorter session today because we had to begin a little bit a little bit later, but that was for good reason. But despite the short session, memorable moments. Starting with Sykes. Any memorable moment for today?
Probably definitely like the whole sneaking around the town And just be like, we're in the center of town. I realized we could have just gone backwards and we would have probably been out sooner than. But oh well.
Hey, you wanted to go north, so you went north.
We're going the short way around. Through it.
The short way. That was fun. Shania?
I really just liked the little moment of familial clarity between Tyfari and his brother. That was
Yeah.
interesting to see.
And Illyria?
I've got all of his weapons.
Oh gosh, man. Well, I mean, the one that I liked the most was between Tyfari and his brother. I already forgot his name.
Abe.
Away.
I mean, oh well, he's gonna be irrelevant to me anyway. So I like that part. Also, the little angry tone towards that certain empire. She holds a lot of anger. So who knows what's going to happen? In the
Oh,
near
yeah.
future.
Oh, yeah, I've got some plans on that one as well. I'm looking forward to when they come to Dutch Rouge.
Also, I absolutely love the fact that they want to go to the Empire without knowing how to get there.
That's fair. That's
Even
fair.
though it's
That's
a
a
already
floating
a map.
city.
it's a floating city, Emperor, but that's fair. You want to get there. You want to get there.
Mm.
And the man himself, the very Tyfari-centered episode today. What about you, sir?
Those are always the best episodes, trust me.
Any memorable
But,
moments, particularly for today?
Well, it's mostly it's been giving me a lot of ideas on where to go with Tyfari, and I've you may have heard, but I was very happily typing away to write some ideas for on how to proceed with him. So, yeah,
I was
really enjoyed that.
curious. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. So yeah, and you'll have to join us next week to find out what happens with Wally the Walrus Wizard
Yeah.
revealing himself to two potential conspirators in an underground not even a tavern, just an underground space, revealing themselves to them and seeing what happens in regards to that. And what happens if Tyfari just decides to stay here while leaving his compatriots out in the middle of the road in the middle of the night? they're expected not to. They'll be fine. Absolutely, they'll be fine.
If Kitchener
Then
suddenly
you'll come
dashes
back and
away,
be
don't
like,
worry
hey guys, I
yourself.
made friends.
Yeah, that's true. If Kitsune dances away, there might be a reason why.
Nah.
Okay, who are we going to raid today? Who's doing Dungeons and Dragons tonight? Let's see who's a raider roll. Geek Inc. We'll just go and raid them. They are appearing to be doing Dungeons and Dragons and are doing the Darkest Days of Dale. So we're going to be raiding them. Go over there, send some love, send some hugs and all that wonderful stuff that you people are known for, giving hugs and wonderful good feels to everybody. So let's do that. I'll be back tomorrow with something. I don't know what I'll be streaming tomorrow, so just fuck you, Jeff. Fuck you, Jeff. I'm done now. You've killed me. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely afternoon, morning, evening, wherever in the world, and I'll see you in another stream sometime in the future. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.